Hey everyone, welcome to another BTM screencast. Today we're going over chapter 23, floor plans. So in the previous video we talked about floor plans, but in this one we're going to go in a little bit more detail. Floor plans contain a lot of information and are used more than any other drawings as far as blueprints go. They're typically the first set of drawings made, and they're usually drawn at a scale of 1/4 inch equals 1 foot or 1/48. Each floor of the building will have a separate plan. So if you're working in a structure that has 9 to 10 floors, always make sure that you're looking at the floor that you're on, because if it's a commercial building, the fit outs for the offices and the details could all be different. Symbols are used to make plans less cluttered. So instead of writing out, oh, we're going to have a duplex outlet here, then it's easier just to put a symbol. Builders must recognize the commonly used symbols to understand the prints. And, well, that includes us, because we are the ones that will be building it. So if you don't know what certain symbols are, there's a chance that you would mess it up. So you can see this floor plan. This is typical. It looks cluttered, but it's not. Looking around, you can see all the exterior walls. You can see the different finishes that are available. You can see the different measurements. There's notes, small notes. It's letting you know here. So if you're looking at this one, it's hard to see, but this would be your duplex receptacle. Here's a door. This is most likely a brick fireplace. And again, we have something out here. And without zooming in and seeing everything, it is a little bit difficult. But you could still make out the family room, the parlor, the dining room, garage, entry for the house, again, parlor, nook, kitchen, a utility room, and this one here is a planter that they have. Here's the garage door. And so plans need to be studied, not read. Exterior door and sliding door symbols are drawn with a line representing the outside edge of the sill. So this is important. If you're looking and it's an exterior door, the symbols will have a line representing the outside edge of the sill. Interior door and bypass door symbols have no sill line. So here's an example. So on this one, we can see that this is an exterior sliding door. It's a pictorial representation of it. So if we're looking here, here's your exterior wall, here's your door, and there's your wall. And you can see this is different than what we have on your closet door here. And these are your bypass doors, and they just slide one in front of the other, one behind the other. This example here is a pocket door. The pocket doors go into the wall. So you can see this is the bathroom here. Here's the sink with the vanity. And this door just slides right back in between here. Inside and outside lines of windows represent the edges of the windowsill, which we'll see in a second. Different kinds of windows can be used in combination, so you're not limited to just one type of window. So if you're looking at the floor plan with this, you can see that this window here with the fixed sash is indicated right here along your wall. It just has a single line running through that's parallel with the wall. On this one, this is a double hung one. And you can see here, there's two parallel lines that are running through, letting you know that it's a double hung window on your floor plan. Some structural members, such as interior openings without doors, are showed with dashed lines. Garage door headers may be shown as a series of dashes, which we're going to see, I believe, in the next slide. Ceiling beams, which support ceiling joists, may also be shown as a series of dashes. So if we're looking at these two pictures here, if we look at the floor plan we know comes about 3 to 5 feet up into here. And if we did that, this opening would be here. But we also know if we go up to the full height of the floor, that this ends up coming in right here. So these dashed lines just represent that, yeah, there's something up above the 3 to 5 foot level yet. And here we are with the garage door. And this is letting you know that the header here is 4 inches by 10 inches. So most likely 2 by 10 sistered together with half-inch plywood in the center. And then this is just a door that would come up when it's open. So this is, again, the floor plan. So this would be 3 to 5 feet up from the floor. And most garage doors are higher than that. Fixtures are shown by symbols, notations, and abbreviations in the kitchen, bath, and utility rooms. Base cabinets are indicated by a line showing the edge of the cabinets, and upper cabinets are shown with dashed lines, abbreviations, and notations. So if we look here, we can see right here, these are our base cabinets, and then up here, our upper cabinets are indicated by the dashed line. And again, if we're coming 3 to 5 feet from the floor for this would cut out our cabinets. In here, this is your typical standard, this is a typical shower symbol. It's just a square with an X and a drain. Here's our vanity with the sinks, a water closet or toilet. This is showing us that there's a door, swings in, and a tub. Other floor plan symbols, lines indicate the outside edges of treads for steps. Direction of stair travel and number of risers are shown, which we'll go over. The location and style. The location and style of chimneys, fireplaces, and hearths are shown with symbols, which we've seen in a previous floor plan. Attic access, it's also known as a scuttle, and floor drains are shown. Electrical wiring and appliances are also shown. So if we look here, this one is indicating a closed staircase, so there's a wall on both sides. This is letting us know that these stairs are climbing, going up to the second floor, and there's 14 risers. Here we have an up and down stairway in the same area, so it's letting us know up here somewhere is most likely a landing. These are traveling up, and these are going down. So these could lead to separate floors. And these are your breaks that we've seen before. This is going down, 14 risers. This is going up, 14 risers. On these, there's a wall on one side. They're going up, 14 risers. These are open on both sides, and it's going up 14 risers. Here's a fireplace or a hearth. This is indicating that there's tile. Here's going to be a clean out. Fire brick by the hashes here, and a common brick on the outside. And then here's a door for a clean out. Here's the attic access. And again, these would be called a scuttle and a door opening out. So here's another atypical floor plan. On here, we can see that this is a switch going to a light fixture, duplex GFCI. This is a vent, so you can tell that this is a bathroom. Here's your toilet or water closet, vanity, sink, bathtub, bifold door, so one that would open out, another receptacle, 3-way switches running. So this one's going to a fixture here, as well as that one. Another switch here, switch to this light fixture. And you can, if you look around, you could see more. On this one, there's a water heater. Here's a floor drain, so this is most likely a utility room. And this is letting you know that all four corners of this room are pitched towards this floor drain. So if the water heater starts to leak, or if the washing machine is running and overflows, all the water will flow towards this low point here. Dimensions are placed on the prints for easy reading. They're not always all included. Sometimes you need to figure out what they are, but you can do that by looking at other dimensions. Always read the dimensions carefully to avoid any problems. Overall dimensions of the building are on the outer dimension lines. And if you're reading a print, sometimes this is easy to get confused. And because depending on the finish and where you're pulling your lines from and which ones you're looking at, they could be a few inches different. Wood frame dimensions are to the outside face of the frame, so this would be out to out. Concrete block walls are dimensional to their outside face. Again, that would be out to out. Brick veneer walls are dimensioned to the outside face of the wood frame with an added dimension for the veneer. So this is for a brick veneer wall. And this is showing what the outside face of the frame looks like. So then out here you can see this would be the finished exterior wall, and this is going to the outside face of the frame. So if you ended up pulling a measurement from here and then coming over here and doing the same thing, you'd be a few inches off from what it is. On this one, you can see the added dimension for the veneer. Again, this goes from the outside face of the frame to the outside face. And in here, they're showing concrete or concrete block. And again, this is a symbol that they're showing right now for concrete block. And this is the outside face. So on this one, it would come to the outside face, not the inside face. On interior dimensions, they're given from the outside of wood frame or from the inside of concrete block walls to the center lines of partitions. So if you're going to do partition walls, which we're going to be laying out later on, and we're going to go more in depth with this. Interior doors and other openings are dimensioned to their center line, so it's always laid out to the center, not to the outside, not to the inside, but to the center. Those not dimensioned are assumed to be centered in the wall. So this is showing an overall dimension line on the outside. Here's your dimension line for partitions, so you're able to come from the outside face, come in, and this goes to the center of your partition. There would be a dimension here, center of your partition. Again, outside face of your framing, pulling off this line, and we come to the center line for your door, and then over here, center line for your window. And on this one, you can see it's going to be the same as it was. So this is letting us know the overall dimension from out to out. This is the outside face for your partitions, coming down to the center. This is the dimension for your window and doors. And it's showing out to out. See the difference? These are out to out instead of the center. Again, for the window, outside to outside, so inside dimension, inside dimension. Here's another one. So you won't always have strict numbers. You just need to work with what you have. So this is just assuming that there's a minimum distance, and then this opening is assumed to be centered for the closet. Sometimes they're not. They could be off by a little bit, but you just need to make it work. In conclusion, floor plans use symbols, solid and dashed lines, notations, and abbreviations to communicate ideas. Again, a lot of these can be seen in the schedule, the notes, or if there's any other addendum or specs that you need to look at. It's important to recognize the symbols and dimensions of a set of prints Using a set of prints is a way that we talk to each other, so different trades are able to get literally on the same page with each other and figure out what's going on and what needs to get done.